Adam Casey calls himself a mortuary master.
Somebody who is well versed in all aspects of the business.
He's running a new funeral business in Colorado Springs, Casey's Home for Funerals.
I am a mortician. I am an embalmer. I specialize in restorative art.
He also has an arrest history.
What happened in Illinois?
Illinois. So I got partnered with a funeral home, a lady who said that she wanted to revive her funeral home and bring new life to it. Sadly, it was a nightmare because everything that I thought it wasn't.
You were arrested.
In front of the family.
Casey was arrested in Cook County, Illinois in 2017 for operating without a license and forging a death certificate. He pleaded guilty to the forgery charge and was sentenced to probation and community service.
Why move to Colorado?
So when I found out that Colorado had where you could practice funeral services and not necessarily be licensed, I was like, I said, if they're going to give me the opportunity to be able to serve in Colorado, I can prove that I know what I'm doing compared to some of the people who may not.
And you can see why that would look suspicious. Why do you think people should trust you after your felony arrest in Illinois?
I mean, based on the black and white, I would understand. Yeah, I wouldn't give me a chance either. However, once again, new facts, the facts that were left out from the previous case or from that case, have been brought to the forefront. It has been revealed that everything is not what it appeared to be.
Casey feels like he was set up, and evidently, administrative law judge Zoe Cole agreed. After the state of Colorado denied Casey's funeral home registration, Casey appealed. It was Judge Cole who granted his appeal.
If you do something wrong in any other state, you just move to Colorado and you do it.
Aaron Kacharik is a former licensed funeral home director who quit the industry because of the lack of licensure in Colorado. He says even after last year's laws were passed to increase funeral home oversight, Colorado is still too vulnerable to funeral home fraud.
What is to say that this individual has truly changed and won't be doing that same thing here?
Although the new laws require funeral directors to have a license or provisional license to practice, they don't need it until January 1st, 2027.
They need to pass some standardized testing. They need to have some licensing.
Even the main lawyer at the National Funeral Home Directors Association says Colorado has been too lax regarding funeral home regulation.
I mean, there's a very good reason in funeral service why people who commit crimes like theft and fraud and any kind of deceit, any kind of those things, those people should be looked at very carefully before they're given a funeral director's license or an embalmer's license.
Casey currently doesn't have a physical location. For now, he's acting more like a part-time contracted broker partnering with other funeral homes. And Casey does want to eventually be licensed, he says, regaining the trust lost since the funeral home tragedies discovered in Penrose and Pueblo.
First and foremost, my heart goes out to the people and the families that have been affected by this situation. I can't imagine the pain and the questions that they may have. But the one thing that I'm thankful for, and this is the God to honest truth, is that the light has been shown and the truth is being revealed.
Also, inspection reports for funeral homes here in Colorado are no longer public. They used to be, but that changed last year with that new law. In fact, I put in a Colorado Open Records Act request asking for every single complaint made against a funeral home in Colorado over the last 2 years, and I was denied because the state no longer has to show me or you those records. We'll keep digging. In Colorado Springs, Josh Helmuth, KRDO 13 investigates.